Booktube, it's Kim at Middle of the Book March, and today is a chatty video. There has been a really interesting conversation going on all over Booktube based on a video that was produced by Shelly and this was why do you leave Booktube? Why do people leave Booktube? And she brought up such an excellent topic, and that provoked so many other response videos from other booktubers, and such an interesting conversation. There were booktubers who were very transparent as to them either leaving or thinking of leaving or why they thought of leaving. And the other video that I loved watching was Kelly's video from Books I'm Not Reading. She posted a video about why do I stay on Booktube? And what a great spin on Shelly's video. And I wanted to kind of talk about both of them. I'm going to link both of their videos down below. And go on YouTube and look for more booktubers who have either done somewhat of a response to either or both, and be part of this conversation. So first, let me address, I think I addressed why I left, why I took an extended break over the summer. And that had almost all to do with my personal life. I was burned out. I had very little free time, that I wasn't consumed with worry and anxiety and chaos and all of the stuff, all of the things. And so this particular break of mine was purely dealing with my personal life. Have I ever considered leaving Booktube permanently? Yes, I have. Why did I consider it? So a lot of that was not so much my personal life, but other things that were bothering me. And one of them was, and I'm going to sound extremely petty and possibly vain, but my channel has not grown as fast as other channels who have been on Booktube far less time than me. And I used to get frustrated by that. I'm like, why is my channel not growing as fast as some other channels are? And what is different about me that is stopping viewers from subscribing, or is stopping the number of views I get on a video? What is different than other booktubers who within a year have more subscribers than me? And for a little while, that was really getting to me. And I considered that there's a lot of work that goes into being a booktuber and making content. Is all that work worth the toiling and the effort I'm putting out there, and the anxiety that my channel isn't growing fast enough? And then I started to realize, where am I getting this pressure? There are a lot of YouTube channels directed to creators as to how to grow your channel, how to get more views, how to get more subscribers. And I started to question that, like, why do I care? What am I here to do? I'm not here to make a bunch of money. There's no way I'm making any money on this channel. I think I talked about this before. Every quarter, I think I get $100, or a little bit more than $100, because YouTube doesn't pay you until you reach $100 or more. So in the last few quarters, except for over the summer, I was making about $100, $125 every 3 months. So that was a little extra cash. But there's no way I am making tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars like some other booktubers do, and they are now booktube creators full time. That will never happen to my channel. And so I didn't care about money, but I started to feel like Booktube has put the gauge out there that in order to be successful, your channel has to grow. Now, my channel was growing. It's pretty consistent every single month, with almost hovering around the same number of new subscribers. But for a little while, I was resentful that it wasn't happening fast enough. It's not fast enough. Why am I not growing as fast as some other channels? What's different about me? What's different about them? What should I do differently? And I was obsessing, and the wheels were churning in my head all the time. And I started to think, I don't care. I don't care about some exponential growth. I don't care if I'm matching up with some other newer booktubers than me. I don't really care if I get to 5,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers. And it took me a while to get to that point. How did I get to that point? Why don't I care? Because that's not why I'm here. And I have the best subscribers and commenters and viewers out of anybody, because I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. So I finally did realize I was measuring myself up against this imaginary standard that to be successful on BookTube, my channel had to grow a certain percentage every month. So once I realized that's not why I'm here and that's not what I cared about, I let it go. Let that standard go. But that's one of the big reasons why I had thought about leaving BookTube permanently, because of my own stupid, superficial resentment. Got over that. What's another reason? This is a hobby, but it takes a lot of time. It's time consuming. And it's not even just the mechanics of it. It's not just the mechanics of making a video. Making a video doesn't take very long. Making a video for me, because I rarely have mid-video edits, I talk, this is me, if I say or I repeat myself, or I don't know, there's a cat box in the corner like my last video, that's me, and I don't really cut a lot of stuff out. The only time I cut something out is if I've offended myself. And I know that if I keep this in a video, other viewers are going to be offended. Whether I say something accidentally or I say something incorrect or inaccurate, I will edit that out. But I don't do that very often anymore. However, it still takes a lot of time. So the mechanics of filming a video don't take that long. I edit on my phone. It doesn't take that long. It maybe takes a half an hour, and then I upload the video and I, take another 10 or 15 minutes to make it pretty and to add description in the description box, that type of thing. It doesn't take quite that long. But I work full time. I am taking some classes for my career development. I have a teenager in college who still lives with me. I have a 3-year-old granddaughter who I adore. And so there's a lot to do. And I read as much as possible. Aside from creating videos, reading is my main hobby and my passion. Well, maybe with buying books too, but those are my favorite thing to do is going to library sales and finding cheap jackpots. But life is busy. And it's not only all of that, but through the week, I'm wondering what kind of video could I make for this coming week? When should I film a video? When is the weather going to be really good so the light is good? I have to do it before a certain time of day because I don't film when it gets dark. I don't use a ring light. I have minimal equipment. I have a phone and a $30 selfie stick that turns into a tripod. So I can't just sit down whenever I want. So I have to plan things out. It takes up headspace. It takes up mental energy. That, I think, takes up the most time for me. Thinking up topics, thinking about scheduling when I'm going to film, how long it's going to take me to film, can I fit it in between some other things that I'm doing that day? So the mental energy is kind of time-consuming. And back when I was seriously thinking I might just leave BookTube was because I found myself scheduling my life around making videos. And I started to miss out on some things because I told myself, well, you have to make this video by this time to post it by this time. And I realized I am skipping things in my life to make a video. How messed up is that? And I would be doing something throughout the day, or I would be going to a bookstore or going to a library sale or doing whatever bookish related. And I would be asking myself, hey, should you film some of this to put it in a video? And it's like I wasn't enjoying the time I was spending in my bookish pursuits. And it's like I was getting consumed with the BookTube video value. And I realized this is ridiculous. I need to enjoy and be in the moment, and I need to do the things I love to do without a thought as to, would this be interesting for somebody to watch on my BookTube channel? There have been times that I have filmed things as I've been out and about because I was having a blast and I really wanted to share it on a video. I've done, when I've gone to bookstores, I've filmed when I've gotten together with my book group. Those are super fun. And that's easy to do in the moment. And it's easy to know when a book group night is coming up, and I would ask my critical chicks, hey, do you mind if I film? And they're like, no, not at all. Those are fun. But in my everyday life, and I'm thinking about my scheduling and my filming schedule and my ideas, it was consuming me. It was consuming my mental energy. So I was thinking about leaving for that. I think that's pretty much it. There are other things that used to, ramble around in my head. I was burning myself out from taking on too many projects. I was burning myself out for getting involved in too many things, too many events. I have since stopped that. I realized that a few years ago, and I've been on BookTube for 5 years. I realized I was doing it a while ago. I would catch myself. I would stop taking part in a lot of events, and then I would get drowned in it again because of my own problems, because of my own fear of missing out, FOMO. But at this point in time, I'm doing nothing except reading whatever I want. And some of my favorite booktubers do that, the same thing. They read in that way as well. So I've got a lot of inspiration on BookTube. So those are the reasons kind of why I had thought about leaving. You all know why I took an extended break. I already posted that video. Why am I back? And why do I stay on BookTube? I already touched on it a little tiny bit. I have the absolute best subscribers and viewers and commenters on BookTube. I am convinced I have the best. And there are several of my subscribers who subscribe to many other BookTube channels, and many booktubers, many of us know who they are. You know who you are. I know who you are. And so these are people that truly are kind and caring and involved in my content and involved in my videos. And there are so many people that just are always there for me, are always there with a wonderful comment or a thought or a story. There are subscribers who I am friends with, who I talk with on Voxer or email or whatever it is. They are such amazing people, and I love you. I love you all for supporting me for 5 years, and I love you for watching. I love you for speaking to me and talking with me in my comments. I love it when we share messages back and forth. I love when I can talk to you over Voxer and hear your voices. It's just so heartwarming to know that I have friends out there. That's the biggest reason why I stay. I have some amazing booktuber friends. We talk privately, we talk over Voxer, we've gotten to know each other a lot, as friends. We talk about each other's lives outside of BookTube, the things that are happening, things that we're struggling with, things that have brought us so much joy. These are friends. These are actual real people who I have found so much camaraderie with and family. I can't begin to tell you, and Kelly said the same thing, I can't begin to tell you how valuable you all are to me. Whether you're another booktuber or a subscriber or a commenter, you make me so grateful to be doing this, to be here, to have come back. You're wonderful. So thank you so much. Thank you for everybody for your support and your friendship. That's the biggest reason. The second big reason is, where else can I talk about books like this? Where else can I be as obsessive about books and reading than on BookTube with other people who are just as nerdy as me about books and reading? Nowhere. There is nowhere else. I changed my channel name for a book, Middlemarch. I have the very first vanity plate in my life that says I read, and I absolutely love it. My favorite thing to do is to stock library book sales. I love anything bookish. I literally have no other hobbies, and I love that. I love that. This is just a passion and just a huge joy in my life. where else could I express that? Where else can I talk about it? Where else can I find very deep friendships with people who feel the same way about books and reading that I do? That's why I stay. It has nothing to do with analytics. It has nothing to do with viewership or subscriber count or income, revenue stream. It has nothing to do with any of that. Those are all added perks if they come at all. But those are the biggest reasons why I'm here. It's all because of you, and it's all because of you listening to me obsess over books and reading, and are just as happy as me to do it. So those are my responses to Shelly's video and to Kelly's video. Again, both are linked down below. There are many, many, many other booktubers who have sent in or posted responses to those videos. Please go out and look for them. Maybe I can try and post some that have come up on my subscription feed, but there are so many others. I can't be subscribed to everybody. So go out on YouTube and look for them. And again, I'm so glad I'm back. I'm so glad I'm here. I am so glad I have all of you to talk about books with, and reading and buying books and being cozy at home and doing my favorite thing, aside from hanging out with my people who I love. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.